Second Cup, brought to you by the Nickel Plate. Sit, sip, savor, and shop.
Christmas come early. Good morning, everyone. 8 o'clock on the start of your Wednesday morning. Glad you're with us. Katie is off today, but I've got two willing and capable hosts here who are here from the Western New York Foster Closet, an organization and 501c3, a nonprofit that we absolutely love and support here on Second Cup. Cheryl and Brittany are here with us this morning. Ladies, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Glad you're so up and bright and cheery, and this is so exciting to have you guys here with us. All of our cuppies who are here, and I don't know if you watch Second Cup, Brittany.
Yes.
Okay, you do. So
Yes.
you know that everyone who watches Second Cup is called a cuppie.
Yes.
And we love our cuppies, Cheryl.
Yes.
Very much.
Our
I love being a cuppy.
Us,
Yes.
exactly. Cuppies always come through. And that is like the spirit of Western New York. Do you know what I
Yes.
mean? Whenever there's a problem or there's some sort of an issue, the cuppies, Western New Yorkers always step up. And so you guys at the Western New York Foster Closet have a really great service to foster moms and dads, grandparents, foster families who are willing to take in children who are not even theirs.
Right.
So that's a huge service for many of these children, but you guys are taking it a step further. Tell us about the Western New York Foster Closet, Cheryl.
So we originally opened with the thought of collecting clothing and footwear and handing it out, and it has turned into so much more than that. Families register, they bring in court paperwork, photo ID, they get registered, they shop for clothing, they shop for footwear, they shop for hygiene product, they shop for all the gear that babies need. They shop for items for teens, new blankets. We have new stuffed animals that groups have donated. On top of that, we have a birthday program set up.
Oh, Cheryl, is your mic not on?
Oh, no.
You know, this always happens on Second Cup, as you
All
might
right.
know. Okay, so
Thank you.
okay, so let's try this again. Cheryl is here from the Western New York Foster Closet. Okay, Cheryl, tell us all about the Western New York Foster Closet.
So we are a free service to children who have been removed from their home through the court system and placed in foster care or with a family member or friend of the family. They bring in their specific paperwork from the court system with photo ID, and they can shop again for absolutely free. So it started out where we were going to collect clothing and footwear, and it has turned into so much more. We have all the gear that babies need, new hygiene products. We have Halloween costumes galore right now, Halloween clothing. We have a whole rack with Bill's clothing and
Love that.
Saber's clothing that we hand out. In the back, we have our teen rooms, and there's all kinds of extras for the teens.
And so where are you guys actually located? In the McKinley Mall?
In the McKinley Mall, yep. So it's best to park by the Buffalo store and enter the mall entrance just to the left of it and walk straight, and you'll find our shopping store down on the left side. We have a second store around the corner, which houses all of our Christmas things, along with a huge back to school drive that we just did.
Okay, so we saw the back to school drive toward the end of the summer, beginning of September. Brittany, maybe what you can do, we have all of these toys here, and all of these are going to go to children who are part of the foster system, part of foster families. What do we need to know about this Christmas drive that so many of these cuppies can help with?
So I think one of the biggest things that people don't realize is even teenagers have experienced a lot of trauma. So they're kind of reliving their childhood. So we post stories about some of the kids that we help. We just posted one about Thomas, who is going to be in his 20s soon, and he never really experienced the full-on Christmas spirit.
Oh my gosh, how sad.
So his caregiver actually was on his team, and she stepped up to take care of him, and he really loves dump trucks. So one of our volunteers was at dinner, and he came up with the dump truck, and this was in August, and he really cherished that dump truck. So all of these toys go to those kids. The caregivers come in and they shop without the children, and then they're able to provide a really nice Christmas.
So it's like Santa inside the workshop.
Yes.
So, okay, if there is a foster family out there who wants to come through, let's talk about that, when they can do so, but also how these cuppies can kind of step up and help. Do we donate toys, or what are we doing? What do you need from us?
We need toys, and we need gift cards for teens, because we don't want the teens who don't want the toys to be left out. So we collect $25 gift cards for teens. We have an Amazon wish list, which we share all the time. And you can purchase right off the wish list, or we always say, please don't pay full price. Look for a deal. We are great deal shoppers. Brittany is the best deal shopper I know. And so find a deal and ship it to us. We don't ship to the mall because we're not there every day.
Okay.
And shipping companies have sent things back since we're not open every day. So we have a separate shipping address, which we can share. But items are shipped to us, and then we do a Facebook Live because everybody loves to see what we got. We love to share who shipped us things because we're so grateful for everybody who supports us. And then we fill our second store with all of the gifts that come in.
Okay, so Johnny Manboy Marrero, who's in the back here, just dropped a link in the comments to the Amazon wish list. It's a whole lot of letters, a whole lot of numbers.
Click on it.
Exactly. It's not a virus, I promise.
Nope.
If you don't have an opportunity to click the link, what do we search on Amazon?
It should be WNY Foster Closet.
Okay. Sean also suggesting that Owl is a great place to go for toys.
Yes.
Okay, so is that one of the places you go to find a deal?
Yes. And, at the regular stores, I'm always posting, like, if there's a clearance, like, hot sale for Target or Walmart, because we don't have to just buy from Amazon. We kind of will accept anything if it's a new toy. We usually like to stick around the $20 to $25 range. But, yeah, Target, I'm always posting. They have really great deals around the holidays. Walmart, pretty much anywhere that we can get a $25 toy for way cheaper, like $10 to $15.
Target is where you guys got those backpacks from for the back to school drive.
$5.
Unbelievable
Yes,
price.
and they're super great quality.
Okay, so you guys mentioned that you're not at the mall all the time, and Peter was wondering, is this still at the McKinley Mall? Indeed it is. When are you at the mall so we could drop something off to you there?
So we have our shopping calendar posted every Sunday on our Facebook page, just as a reminder. We also have a donation barrel right outside of our store in the mall for new toys. Climb and Play inside the mall is putting out a barrel today for us.
Great.
They're open 7 days a week.
Okay.
So if people are worried because we're not open and you head into the mall, you can drop it at Climb and Play. We have a donation barrel at the Financial Guys office in Williamsville, at the Hamburg Library and the Elma Library. My husband is dropping off a barrel at the Lancaster Library for us today. And then our volunteer Tara is dropping off a barrel at the East Aurora Library within the next couple days. And then Brittany will be dropping off some things which she could speak about at a few places.
So Friendship Village in Hamburg is going to have a bin outside. We're going to do Leo's Pizzerias. There's a couple other places we're kind of in talks with. It's really nice that the community kind of steps up to help us and put these bins out. So if you're, picking up a pizza or taking your kids out for a Saturday, you can drop it off. So.
Okay, ladies, how do we get involved? Like, I think that Channel 7 should have a bin here.
Yeah, we'd love that.
Absolutely.
Cool?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to do this.
We're on board.
I'm going to talk to the powers that may be, because you might see this face on TV, but believe it or not, I got no power. So what I'm going to do is talk to our news director, Erin, and our general manager, Leanne, because you guys are a wonderful nonprofit. It is so important that we help out these foster families. And it seems like you guys are really Southtowns focused.
Right.
But let's bring it into downtown Buffalo. So many people come into downtown Buffalo from all over Western New York. Why not have a donation bin here so that everyone can stop by, drop off, and we can all contribute? Denise, though, I want to address her comment. What about Plato's Closet? Can you go there, shop? I mean, those are used items, gently used, though, obviously. You'll get them for a couple of dollars. Is that something that you would suggest?
Yeah, we take both brand new and very gently used clothing. We do try to keep it seasonally because our volunteers that come in weekly get overwhelmed with donations for winter and summer. So right now we're only trying to collect winter clothing.
Okay. I think, Connie, you're talking about Bella Kids or one of those consignment shops. I think this, what I think we're looking for are new toys.
Yes, only new toys.
Okay.
Yep, we only hand out new toys. We tried used toys in the past, and we got in shape sorters missing shapes and puzzles missing puzzle pieces, and it's just puzzle pieces, and it's just too much to manage.
Well, and frankly, if somebody doesn't have like something new to open on Christmas or on Hanukkah, you're kind of like, oh, this sucks.
Right.
But I guess, if you're getting something, it's better than nothing, and it's the thought that counts. But you really, if they haven't had that experience before, you want to give them the joy of opening something brand new on the holidays.
Right. We are anticipating about 200 kids signing up this year.
Wow.
Because we've just had so many new families register since last Christmas. And whatever we don't use at Christmas time, we send into our birthday room, where we have kids come in to celebrate their birthdays. We mail them a postcard, they come in, they get 2 gifts for their birthday.
Cheryl, can we talk real talk for a second? 200 children are part of the foster program since last Christmas, and that's not even the total. I'm sure that's a small portion.
It's a very small portion. Last year we had, I can't remember the exact number, but it was about 450 kids shop at least once during the year.
Wow.
And they're eligible to come in 4 times a year. So that's almost 2,000 kids shopping.
But to see more kids in need in the foster system this year compared to last year, what does that tell you?
It speaks volumes about what's happening in our city with families. You know, I mean, the opioid epidemic is continuing to just rise and rise and rise. And in turn, kids are coming into care, kids are going with families. I was telling you before we started, we had a grandfather come in yesterday who registered for his 7 grandkids that he and his wife took in. Empty nesters, 7 kids. This is the 3rd family that has registered in the last few months that has taken in 7 kids. And they were all empty nesters.
Wow. You consider the impact that the Western New York Foster Closet has. Kelly saying, Jesus, what is going on? Diamond saying, oh, these poor babies. Thank you both for being an awesome advocate for them. Connie in disbelief. We are so lucky to have you guys in our community and the volunteers in your organization who really step up and make sure that these children don't go without. How do we volunteer? How do people get involved? You're a volunteer. How did you get involved?
So it first started with donating Christmas stuff, kind of buying stuff on clearance, and then taking on a bigger role with running shifts. You'll see me or Nicole there every Saturday. We're seeing an influx of children too. Speaking to that, maybe we'll see like 32 to 36 kids come through on a Saturday, and that's in a 2-hour span. When you really think about it, you have 9 months to prepare for a child to come into your home. You're getting a call on a Tuesday and they're there on a Tuesday. So that's why it's really important to have these things. We break down the financial barriers for grandma, grandpa to be able to take these children. So really it became donating toys, and then it became running shifts, and it also became sourcing stuff. I think a lot that people don't see is that we are a team that sources everything because we are a nonprofit. So if someone needs beds and that's a barrier to them taking their 7 grandchildren, we're sourcing who has a bunk bed.
Right.
To try and see if we can find one for free. Sometimes we're purchasing beds. But really it's kind of getting involved, coming in, showing up for a shift, sorting the donations, making sure that we're hanging them up, because we want this to be a retail environment that kids feel like they're shopping in a store.
Love
and
that.
not feel like they're shopping at the closet.
What about financial donations? Rosemary is wondering.
Absolutely. That's how we keep the lights on and the doors open. We say rent is not cheap, and we continue to push through because we know that this is such a need for our community. So we have a Venmo, we have a PayPal, and you can also send in a check made payable to the WNY Foster Closet.
I love when you pimp your Venmo because I think it's super important to donate. And in fact, I have in the past because I think that you guys do such a great job. And I'm searching WNY Foster Closet, right?
Yep. Venmo might be Foster Love Closet.
Oh,
We had to
WNY.
legally change our name a few years ago. So Venmo should be at Foster Love Closet.
Foster. Up. I had it and then it disappeared. Foster Love.
Foster Love Closet.
Up. Is it Foster Love Project or Foster Love Closet?
Closet.
Okay. Don't want to
It
get.
should have the coat hanger, the red coat hanger.
It says it couldn't find any matches.
It's probably under business. I think you have to search
Oh.
under business. It's kind of like a game.
But it's not a game.
It's just a game to find us. We have a link tree. Brittany put together a link tree, which we, I believe it was shared maybe yesterday on our Facebook page. We'll share it again on our Facebook page. And if you open the link tree, it will take you to our Facebook page, our website, our Venmo, our PayPal. We have a few fundraisers running right now also. Right now for $10 a ticket, you can win a 7 cubic foot chest freezer
Wow.
donated by Orville's. And Foss Farm donated a quarter cow, which is somewhere between 125 and 150 pounds of meat, valued at $1,000. So it's only
Wow.
$10 a chance to try to win that package. Who wouldn't want their freezer full for the winter?
Seriously, you get the freezer and you
Especially
get the
for
meat.
$10.
Oh
Yeah,
my gosh,
it has
that's
freezer
amazing.
and the meat.
Is that part of
So-
the link tree?
It's not, but we'll share that again
Okay.
also. And that runs through Halloween, and then we'll draw a winner on November 1st. We have breakfast with Santa on Sunday, November 24th. Santa from Alden has been a huge supporter of us.
Cool.
There's our flyer right there. It's $50 for a family of 4. It's $10 any additional person you want to bring grandparents, aunts, uncles, whoever you want to bring, extra kids. And you get professional pictures with Santa. 2 photographers are donating their time. Union Fire Hall donated the space for us. My husband and some other volunteers will be there cooking pancakes for breakfast, and we'll have
gosh.
some other things going on. Some different organizations are setting up different tables. So we have some cookie decorating, we have games and crafts going on. Brittany was able to get Touch a Truck set up with the
How
Union
cool.
Fire Hall. So we have a lot packed into 2 hours for only $50 a family.
Anita says, I love watching Cheryl draw winners on Facebook with her amazing foster children.
Thank you.
Okay, I just want to go back to the Venmo because what I'm seeing here is Western New York Foster Closet. Is that you?
That's us.
Yes.
Okay, so I had it backwards. Yeah, Venmo is WNY Foster Closet, and then PayPal would be at Foster Love Closet.
Okay, I am sending money your way right now. Thank you so
Thank
much
you.
for everything you
Thank
do. Love you guys. I see Sean's comment here. Let's send Ty and Nick at the Nickel Plate. I'm sorry. They'd be happy to send a barrel. Send them am I having a stroke here? Sure. Nick and Ty at Nickel Plate would be happy to help. Send them a barrel. Yes, we should
Perfect.
talk to them. Lauren says, I usually donate. I will be again. Thank you, Lauren.
Thank you.
Diamond says, these kids are at a bare minimum lucky, but deserve better. It's wonderful they stay within the family, but those poor children don't understand. It's not always the case that these kids are staying within the family, though.
No, that's when they enter foster
Right.
care, they're not with their family. Right.
But it's not like they might not be with grandma or grandpa either. They might be with somebody. They might be with
They might be with a neighbor.
right.
Yeah, we've seen
A
a
teacher.
lot of school nurses and teachers step up and say, like,
Wow.
this child was in my classroom last year or 2 years ago, or I've been caring for this child in a certain way. There is a nurse that we know that took in a very medically fragile child as an infant. She took care of her in the NICU and just fell in love with this child and is caring for this child still to this day.
Oh my
4
God.
years later.
Teachers are so important. I mean, we see them take on so much on a daily basis. They're spending their own money, as a matter of fact, to help
Right.
better the lives of children in their classrooms, and then going a step further and taking a child into their own home.
Mhm.
They're blessings. Tammy says Western New York Foster Closet has been a wonderful help for a lot of children. And then maybe you can answer Joyce's question once again. How do you get a raffle ticket?
So if you are on our Facebook page, maybe scroll down a day or two and you'll see the information. We'll post it when we're done with this here. You just send in Venmo or PayPal and write freezer. And then when I'm home later tonight, I will text you your ticket number so that you know what your ticket numbers are.
Love
really
that.
simple.
Anita says, do you know Anita? Anita Ellie? This is her Facebook profile picture. It looks like she's on water. It looks like a dolphin is hopping out of the water. I don't know. Regardless,
I don't
Cheryl,
know.
her husband and their children have been fostering since I first met them. To get to witness it is absolutely amazing.
Oh,
And you
thank you,
yourself are a
Anita.
foster parent. So why don't you tell us about the experience, Cheryl?
Yeah, I mean, we're not foster parents anymore. We fostered for 9 years. We adopted 2 children and then closed our home. But we went into it kind of blindly. You know, it was like, let's foster, we'll help kids, we'll get them back home, everything will be wonderful. And sadly, that's not often the experience. Sometimes it is absolutely wonderful and they're able to return home. It is not for the faint of heart. I know that Brittany knows that firsthand.
Are you also a foster mom?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I mean, we could cry about amazing experiences we've had, and we can cry, and we have cried together about, experiences that just Sorry, I'm getting choked up. We can cry about experiences that are not good for the kids and for us. I mean, you fall in love with the kids you
Yeah.
have, and then you have to turn these children, back over to family, or you turn them over back to the birth parents. And although it's a wonderful thing for them to go home, you have fallen in love with children, and your heart shatters.
It's so hard. I mean, Brittany, as a foster mom, I mean, what is that feeling for you? I mean, you hear Cheryl getting choked up, and then I can't even imagine what it's like.
So we've been foster parents for 6 years, and we've had 19 kids come through our home. We adopted our son Arlo. He took 4.5 years to adopt him, and we still foster, and we have a foster daughter now. She's been with us for about 3.5 years. So we have had really great experiences, and we've had some not so great experiences, and we've always kind of tried to make the best of it. I think that's why a lot of the families like coming into the foster closet too, because we're not just a face. We know what they're going through. And so there's a lot of times that we are all crying together, or we're just, hugging it out in the shoe section of the foster closet
It's
because
a
we just
cathartic
need to.
experience, it seems.
Yes, for sure.
To be with two women who know what it's like to be in those shoes and to have the experiences that you both have, I think it goes a long way to tell people they're not alone.
No, they're not, right?
Jason says it's nice to be a foster parent. Julie says, I have a friend who fostered a child who had come from such a sad story. He had his issues. It's a serious thing to do. Bottom line here, we need your help.
Right.
And so you can go to any one of these locations that we mentioned a little while ago. Do you have a list of where those places actually are?
Once we have like all of our barrels out by
Okay.
the end of this week, we will have that list out for sure. And then just to touch on Christmas real quick.
Yes.
Last year, every parent that came in shopping got 5 gifts per child.
Okay.
So they don't come in and just get 1 or 2 gifts. It is a really good amount.
So you have 7 kids, you get what? I can't do the math here.
Yeah,
Peter, help
35
me.
gifts.
Thank you.
Right. Yeah, 35 gifts. Which is a lot of gifts under the Christmas tree. Last year we handed out a bag of snacks. We had a Christmas ornament in the bag for all the kids in the house. And then each family also picked a game to foster family time together throughout the holidays. It's not just about that one day of opening the presents. We want you to spend time together. We want you to really enjoy the holidays together. So it's so much more than just that one day.
Kelly also wondering, do you take books too?
We take books as long as they're brand new,
Okay.
only because like the toys that we've gotten in books written in, and
Yeah, you don't want that.
We don't want that.
Okay, so remember, brand new toys, brand new books, gently used clothing. Bring it all to the foster closet in the McKinley Mall. Your hours of operation are listed on your website. Obviously, they're here or not, but there are bins within the McKinley Mall. So if you don't feel comfortable dropping it off and, they're not there, this is a great place to go and, drop your toys, whatever it is. We're also going to continue to remind you, is there a deadline for all of this stuff?
We hope to have everything by the end of November, because we have our family shop typically the first 2 weeks of December, so that they have time after that still to get anything that they need.
Fabulous. Kelly says, love this. Thank you, ladies. I am so grateful for both of you, truly, because what you do really helps. And I don't think that we often pause enough to say, there is a need in our community for so many different things. And, we can cut to the root cause and we can say it's the opioid epidemic. We can say, people are just doing whatever. But there are people who kind of pick up the pieces, right? And you ladies are doing just that. So you are both 2 very special people.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So let's help them out. Again, we've got that Amazon wish list that John can link to in the comments for you once again. We're going to also post a story for you on WKBW.com. Connie says, this is fantastic. Let me pull up Connie's comment here. Thanks for bringing this up to all of us, Ed. Have a great day. Thank you. Diamond called you guys invisible heroes. And it's true. When you consider the people who are working behind the scenes and they're doing all they can to give of themselves to others, this is exactly what Western New York is all about. And John, maybe what you can do is just pull up the link tree really quick so that we can all see what it looks like as we kind of wrap things up here. I just want to make sure that everyone knows, yes, to go to the link tree, but also where to click around on the link tree. So we've got all these different buttons that you can click on, different events, different ways to raise some money, different places to go. And Second Cup is even on there.
There we go. There
Love
you go.
that. Let's go, Cuppies.
We love you guys.
We love you. Thank you so much for being here. You guys are the
Thank
best.
you.
And
Thank you.
we'll keep reminding you throughout the weeks until the end of November to keep donating. So thanks again for being with us on a Wednesday.
Thank you.
You want to say goodbye?
Bye. Thank you for your
Bye.
support, Western New York.
Have a great day, everyone.